Hello, Chelsea and friends. Thank you for your time. I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. So the point of this video is twofold. One is to give you some techniques, tips, and tricks you could use on your website to increase your online traffic, your leads, your visibility. And then two is to compare your website to a local competitor's website in the area, see if those techniques could outrank them. You'll get higher on the page of Google on the first page and see if those tips and tricks could get you more leads just being on that higher page. So I'll talk about three things: content, backlinks, and citations. Whatever I talk about here is free tips. You could use them on your own for your website. But if you want to talk about that or anything else, please feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I'll show you these steps for your business. So first is content. So in content on your homepage, you need anywhere between 1,500 to 2,000 words, just depending on the competition number of keywords needed. So a keyword is anything that someone might type into Google looking for a particular service or product. So in your content, you could place keywords throughout to tell Google exactly what terms you want your website to be found for. So right here, you got a nice laid out website. It's very eye-popping. You got your services right there. Pictures coming up to the side. So nice layout to the website for sure. But there's some things you could do that you can't see on this website on the back end, just to give you some power, and that gives you some searchability on Google. So speaking of Google, living in the Columbus, Ohio area, if I lived there, I would type in maybe this. This is some services you do, HVAC services. And here's what typically comes up. Ads come up here, and these are hit or miss. They're a good investment. Consumers click them, but sometimes consumers come down. So the data just shows a lot of times consumers just skip over ads. They might go to this map pack here. This is pretty important though. This citations, I'll talk more about that in a minute. But we call these organics right here. So we feel this is the most important to organically be on the first page of Google, high as you can, for any kind of service you do or area that you provide for. Not just Columbus, but in the Columbus area. So as you're scrolling down, you see some top competitors here. Typically, we don't count directories like Angie's List, Yelp, because consumers are going to go to a local company for a service, especially if it's an emergency type of service. So Atlas Butler is your top competitor, but even if you scroll down, being on the first page, it does bring you some value. So I'll compare your website to someone more at the bottom of the first page. Goal is to outrank them. So if you get outrank this website, your website gets up here, and that'll increase your traffic. So to do that comparison, we use a tool here called Ahrefs. And this is your URL right here. And here's your numbers. So on that website there, even though it's beautifully laid out, you got 98 keywords. So I would definitely increase your content, your relevant content, your keywords. That increase your searchability. Definitely keep the ones that you have. Those don't hurt, but higher volume, the better. So you get very creative on increasing your keywords. Think about all the services that you do and all the areas that you serve, all the cities that you serve. You just don't have to attach Columbus to it. You attach different cities that you go to, that you service. That's how you get creative in increasing your keywords, increasing your volume, and staying on top of your competition. So this is Wolfe & Son's website here. This is the one I'm going to compare to. And here's their URL. Here's their number. So see, they're using quite a bit more keywords. That's why they're on that first page. They're using 749 keywords. Great thing about keywords, you don't have to reinvent the wheel. So if any of these keywords that apply to you, for instance, if you do some furnace repair in Columbus, Ohio, that's not on your website, you tag that on your website, you get that volume, and that's how you get close to your competitors. Not only matching them, but you start to outrank them the more keywords you have. Second is backlinks. So a backlink is anywhere where one website is linked to another website. So these links act like an endorsement of your website from others, and Google uses that to build trust in your business. It's also like a popularity contest. Person with the most backlinks wins. But keep this in mind, not all backlinks are created equal. It's important to have relevant, strong backlinks to your website, relevant to your industry. Other HVAC companies, plumbing companies. It doesn't do you any good if websites outside your industry are linked to you. It doesn't give you that trust power on Google. So right now you got some good backlinks going for sure. You got 795 backlinks with 80 reference domains. But just compare that to a competitor that's on that first page of Google. They have 638 backlinks. Actually, you might have more than them. Yeah, you have more than them. So good. So don't match that. Also dominate that. So even keep up more on your backlinks. But as I said, not all created equal. They're getting some more trust power here. So we take these backlinks that are relevant. We could use them on your website as well, and that's how you start dominating your competition. So the goal is to get closer to these numbers. Definitely your content and your keywords. Get closer to that. Get closer to this traffic, so your number will look more like that instead of that 7 traffic. Then finally, there's citations. So a citation is anywhere where your business name, your number, and your address are shown exactly on your Google business profile. So citations help you rank in this map pack here, which is extremely important for local businesses since this can generate huge amounts of revenue. So if you have that Columbus address, physical address, goal is really to be in the top 3. Much like pages 2 and 3, Google, people don't click this button for more services. So you want to be right in the front of face consumers and all the kind of services you provide for. So to do that, you increase your citations with directories like Yelp, Angie's List, Expertise, BBB. There's probably hundreds of others you heard of. Also, social media accounts are great too. Here's the idea that your brand begins to be found by Google all over the internet. And the larger your online presence is, the more Google trusts you. So once Google sees you more often than these competitors, the more likely it is you outrank above them. So once your citations, your backlinks, your content, once they all come together, you really start to outgrow your competitors. And here's what you might be looking at, why that's worth it, to be in the eyes of consumers here in the map pack and here up top organically. So not sure what your margins are, but I imagine that would generate some pretty decent revenue. Also, there's usually many more keywords you could use to generate more and more traffic and leads. So this is what I do. I create this video for you to start helping with those leads yourself online. But if you do find yourself wanting more to continue scaling as far as you want, you'll feel free to reach out. We can talk about your goals. I could do the research. I could find out exactly what could be realistic for your business, what it might take to reach those goals. So if you leave me a few lines of feedback, what you think about this video, that helps me get better at making these. And again, I'm Travis Miller with Last Dragon Digital Marketing. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. Much luck in your business. Have a great day.